Show asks, do you want Henry Ruggs at number 13? Well, no. I mean, listen, here's the deal. Lamb is first, Jeudy second, then it's Ruggs. So if Lamb and Jeudy are gone, then yes, I would take Henry Ruggs. Not a chance on God's green earth I would take Henry Ruggs over Lamb or Jeudy. Not a chance. I don't care how fast he is. There is not a chance that I would take Ruggs or Jeudy, that I would take Ruggs over Jeudy or Lamb. Now, would I take Ruggs over Jefferson? Probably. Ruggs over Higgins? Yes, for sure. Ruggs over Mims? Yes. Ruggs over Laviska Shenault? Yes. But other than that, he's the third receiver for a reason. So the Jags, the Jets, the Raiders, it's all three of them combine and take CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy, and you got to suffer Henry Ruggs. I'm fine with that. Great wide receiver, a lot of speed, over the top. We know that the drill. But at the same time, I wouldn't take him over the other two wide receivers. Good question. Next one up here is from Joker99352. And Joker asked, who is the best defensive tackle available in rounds 2 or 3 if the Niners trade down? I think it's Chase Blacklock. I think it's how you say it. It's Chase Blacklock out of TCU. It's probably the best second-round prospect. Although, let me say this. TCU is represented on Chat Sports by our buddy Harrison. Harrison went to TCU. I went to Baylor. There's a guy named Blake Lynch who went to Baylor University, who was a 4-year starter for Baylor, who I'm telling you is going to be a 3rd or 4th round draft pick and is going to dominate in the NFL. Maybe not right away, but Blake Lynch is a guy who dominated at Baylor. He led the team in sacks, broke the sack record. He's good size, good speed. He is a very good prospect in the later 3rd or 4th round. Chase Blacklock is a better overall D tackle prospect out of TCU. He's going to go in the early second round, maybe early to mid-second round, but don't sleep on Blake Lynch as well to be a defensive tackle option there later on. If we actually had a pick in the 3rd or 4th round, which right now we don't. We have to trade number 31 to go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see. Next one here. Josh Rapp, he's asking, yes, definitely Ruggs over any other receiver in the draft. Man, really? Is it just because of his speed? It must just be because of his speed, which, listen, I get speed kills. We watched Tyreek Hill win a Super Bowl this year, and Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, is the fastest receiver, really, in the National Football League. But at the same time, Lamb's still fast. Like, Judy's still fast. Jeudy ran like a 4.43, something like that? That's dummy fast. Even a guy like, think here, let me see this. My brain's working fast right here. Think about Hopkins. Think about OBJ. Think about, oh gosh, he plays in Atlanta. What's his name? Why am I blanking on the Atlanta Falcons wide receiver right now? This is bad. Anyway, Hopkins, OBJ, they are not blazingly fast. Are they fast? Yes. They're 4.4, 4.4, 4.5, 4.54. But they're Julio Jones. That's the name. Julio Jones. They're fast, but they're not blazing fast. So you don't need blazing speed to be a good wide receiver. It's got to be fast enough. Okay, next question. Skylar Bell. I forgot who Julio Jones was. That was very sad on my part. He asked, I would love OBJ for 31 and Kinlaw at 13. I think that's the best possible draft unless we choose to receiver at 13. Yeah, honestly, that would probably be the pick at 13 if we were to trade and get OBJ at number 31 overall. Now, OBJ and CeeDee Lamb would be a very dangerous combination, but a little overkill. Like, you still have Jalen Hurd, you still have Deebo Samuel, maybe Dante Pettis if he actually decides to play well. But overall, yeah, I think Kinlaw at 13, if you got OBJ at 31, would make a lot of sense. I'd agree with you there, Skylar. Okay, like this video. Again, if the 49ers should trade for OBJ. Did this a couple of minutes ago, and a lot of you guys liked the video. So like the video if you guys think we should go ahead and trade for Odell Beckham Jr. Want to see what you guys think. I'm watching the like button. It's rising right now. It's at 145, 146. Okay, so a couple of you guys, yeah, I think a lot of people are okay with trading for OBJ as long as it's number 31. Your options at 31, a corner, OBJ trading, possibly, or trading back and getting a 2nd or 3rd round draft pick. So you got 3 options there. You kind of got to decide between each 3. Kathy asked, should we trade down? And if we do, who should we take? Okay. We trade number 31 overall. I talked about this in a video a couple of days ago. You're probably going to get a 2nd round draft pick and like a 6th round draft pick. So you're probably going to get like a 2nd round draft pick. So the question then becomes, what do you get in the 2nd round? Now, if it's a wide receiver, Denzel Mims. And the latest mock draft from Kuiper, he is my favorite receiver, Mims, going 34 overall to the Colts. So we go from 31 to 34 if we traded with the Colts, and you take Mims there. There are some decent wide receivers. Corners. AJ Terrell is going to be there. Safety, Grant Delpit, Xavier McKinney, maybe, although he was gone in the 1st round in this edition of the mock draft. again, like a Blacklock the tackle in the second round defensive tackle doesn't make a ton of sense overall. I don't think they're very high on him. So if they were to trade back, they're probably going to take a receiver. Like if they took Kinlaw at 13, then they traded back from 31, it would have to be a receiver in the second round. So Chase Claypool, maybe Brandon Ayuk, obviously Denzel Mims, Laviska Shenault's probably going to drop to the second round. So any of those guys would make a lot of sense. Let's see, the machine. Yes, 1 week till the draft. Let's go. Who are some players we could go with in the later rounds? So if we were able to get a late round draft pick in terms of a third or fourth round draft pick, I've said before, Lamar Jackson, not the quarterback, the cornerback out of Nebraska would be fantastic opposite of Richard Sherman. He'll probably go in the third or fourth round overall. Let me think about some later round draft picks here that make a lot of sense. Okay, I'm blanking on his name, but there is a cornerback at a Louisiana Tech who is really, really good. Technically a safety. He can switch over to the slot. He can play on the outside. He can be a safety replacement. He's at Louisiana Tech. I really forget about where he was, but that one would make a lot of sense too. Okay, if you guys are ready for the draft, just like the machine is, then like this video. We're trying to get to 200 likes. Can you guys tell? We're trying to get 200 likes here on the 49ers Report on this video. So if you're ready for the draft, hit that like button right now. Ali Young, he's asking in the chat, there's a lot of talk of Denver moving up. I haven't heard talk of Denver moving up, but maybe they will. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Speaking of liking this video, what about this draft tab? We mentioned it earlier. For those of you guys who just joined us, still there, still available. I'm told there's still a good supply of the 49er official draft hats, chatsports.com/49draft, the place to go ahead and pick that up. Again, they come in the flat fill. They come in the normal curved one. That's the kind of one that I wear. My hair is getting so long, which you guys can probably tell. I need a hat. Like I could use a 49er hat right now. That way I don't look this terrible. Like my poor barber, when he finally sees me again, my hair is going to be like down to here. And it's ridiculous. It looks terrible right now, but we're working through it, right? Everyone's sacrificing something. I'm sacrificing my terrible haircut. Get this draft hat right here. Go ahead and send me one if you want to go and pick one up too, because then I can wear it. You can wear it because we all don't have haircuts. We look terrible right now. But just the way life is right now, we're all stuck inside. Hashtag 49ers. More questions. Here we go. What are the odds of Goodwin being traded? I don't know, 20%. Not good. 2 out of 10. Not good odds. No one's going to trade for Marquise Goodwin because the wide receiver class is too deep. Like you can get a receiver in the second round, in the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round. Like there's just no point in trading for a 31-year-old wide receiver who had 12 catches last year, barely played, and is not going to play a lot this year. Very, very slim odds. I'd be blown away if 1, we traded him, 2, we got anything better than a 6th round draft pick overall for him. So the odds, just not very good. Like it's just not going to happen overall, unfortunately. Now, I mean, I'd love to trade him, but I just don't see it actually happening in terms of that being a possibility for our 49ers. Okay, next one. This one's getting asked a lot right now by Jonathan Sterling. He asked, what about O-tackle at 31? Yeah, but there are only 4 really good offensive linemen in this draft, and they're all going to go before number 30. That's, of course, the one out of Iowa, the one out of Bama, the one out of Georgia, and then the one out of there's another one. There's 4. I can only think of 3 right now. There are 4 good offensive linemen in this year's draft. 2 will go inside the top 10. There'll be 3 total inside the top 15. The odds of one of them falling at number 31 are slim to none. And so I think you skip O-line at number 31 overall. I think they'll go corner this draft, and then I think they'll go O-line next draft. That's how I could see them doing it, like an offensive lineman in the first round of the 2021 NFL draft. So there's your answer. It's an okay O-line draft. But again, there's the big 4, but that's basically it. Okay, Yoki asked, do the Niners really need to draft a wide receiver at 13? We have Debo, Bourne coming back, Hurd healthy. The Niners have a history of getting a good wide receiver after the first round. Why not trade back? And listen, it's a good argument. Sure, why not trade back? But you're also at 13 for a reason. Like there's a reason they traded DeForest Buckner for this pick. I think it's for a wide receiver. Now, it could be for a defensive tackle, and I get that, but I think there's a reason they're here at 13 because of how good these wide receivers are. They're so good. And if you're the 49ers, think about it. You're set at running back, you're set at D-line, you're set at linebacker, you're set at quarterback. Your offensive line is pretty darn good. You could use a corner, and you could use the defensive tackle, but where is the one place you're technically weak? And again, Deebo Samuel's fine. We have no idea if Hurd's going to be good or not. I expect him to be, but he's unproven because of the back injury. And listen, Kendrick Bourne was a drop machine last year. There's no guarantee he's going to be good. So if you want to shore up the weak point of the 49ers, it really is, honestly, probably going to be a wide receiver. So why not go ahead and get a really good one in the best wide receiver draft we've seen at number 13 overall? Again, Kinlaw at 13, receiver at 31, that's fine. I would give it a good grade. But overall, I'd rather get a receiver at 13 overall. Now, which one do you guys want? Pick one, right? Which one would you rather have? A for CeeDee Lamb, B for Jerry Jeudy, C for Henry Ruggs. I expect to see a lot of A's. I'm going to put A in my keyboard right now and type that in there. I'd much rather have CeeDee Lamb over these three, but pick a wide receiver, whichever one you guys want. A for CeeDee Lamb, B for Jerry Jeudy, and C for Henry Ruggs. Let me know what you guys think in terms of which one you guys would like to have in San Francisco. A lot of A's. A, C. Okay, wow. People are very high on Henry Ruggs. That's fine. A, B. Okay, we're very, very mixed on this one overall. Okay, very, very mixed. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, again, hashtag 49ers. Couple more questions here. We have about 6 minutes left here on our 49ers report. 30 minutes goes by very quickly when you're having fun. So I appreciate all 460 of you guys watching right now. We're 15 likes away from our target of 200. So if you guys like this video, if you're enjoying the live Q&A, hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Next question here. Jay Manino, I think it's who's asking this question. Jay Manino is asking, we'll throw it up on your screen here in just a second. He says, oh, it just went away. I didn't see where the Jay Manino one went. Jay was basically asking, oh, there it is. There we go. Jay asked, trade 31 for Odell. What are the chances that happen? Well, if you believe WFAN, very good. Like the chances of Odell being traded at least are very high. If you believe some local Viking team reporters I was reading up on earlier before the draft, they don't think this is going to happen. So what do? Like the NFL's full of smoke screens. Like, do you understand how the NFL works? Teams before the draft are putting out fake news. It's just what like teams legitimately are like, hey, reporter, leak this. Like, hey, listen, reporter, we're going to trade Odell Beckham Jr. When in reality, they're like this, like, wink, wink, we're not going to trade Odell Beckham Jr. because they're trying to create smoke screens. I think he is on the block for the right price. And as I said earlier, the right price for the 49ers would look like this. So I have a Mott's mock trade I talked about a little bit earlier, where the Browns would get our first-round draft pick, and they would also get 210 overall, a 6th-round pick for OBJ. That's what I would do if I was San Francisco, and I would take that if I was Cleveland. That'd be a good trade for Cleveland. That, to me, would be a fair trade for both teams and could be possible. Now, if it is all smoke and they don't want to trade him, then they just won't trade him, right? Just that simple. But if it's not all smoke, then look for the Vikings, look for the Browns, look for any other team. Denver could use a wide receiver. Look for a team that needs a wide receiver to make a run at OBJ. This would be the 49ers' best offer. In my opinion, this one will go ahead and make a lot of sense overall. Also, you see below me, click the notification bell, the way you're notified in our Bang Bang notification gang, right? That way you're notified whenever we go ahead and jump on the 49ers report. And also subscribe because the video is about to end, but we have plenty more stuff coming up, including next week. That's why you got to click the notification bell. Next week, I have my official final Mott's mock draft. Full 7 rounds will be released next week. It's going to be good. It'll be very, very good. Exactly who I think we should go ahead and take. And as you see right here, the Bang Bang Noti gang, you guys want to be a part of this. Click the notification bell. That way you're notified whenever we go on the air here for the 49ers report. That way you're notified when we're live. News, rumors, and that mock draft. You're going to want to stay tuned for that one coming up here in the next couple of days. I appreciate all 500 of you guys. We just hit 200 likes. Let's go. You guys are the best. You guys are the best channel out there, the best fans of the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And for that being said, you can always follow me on Twitter. If you guys want to DM me, ask me questions, I'll answer them on Twitter as well. I think that's it. That's all time. Do we have time for a couple more questions here, or are we going to end? Okay, well, I think we have time for a couple more here, actually. Okay, cool. Bonus questions. Jukebox. He asked, will the Niners take O-line, D-line, or secondary at 31, assuming we get a receiver at 13? Probably secondary would be most likely based on who is available. Again, D-line at 31, they're just not that great at 31. O-line, again, not that great at 31. I think you go secondary at number 31 overall because there are a lot of, there's A.J. Terrell, there's Noah from Auburn we talked about a little bit earlier. You can kind of squeeze in some receiver or some corners into the later part of the first round. It would probably be a cornerback at 31 if we got a receiver at 13. Whatever we don't get at 13 is what we're going to get at 31 between a D tackle, a corner, and a receiver. I think it'd be a receiver first at 13, then a D tackle, then a corner at 13. At 31, I think it would be a corner first, then a receiver, then a D tackle in that order, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. If you were the GM, what would you guys do? Let me know in the comment section. What would you do in round 1? Type U for trade up, T for trade down, N for nothing. Stay put. N is like, we're just going to keep 13 and keep 31. U for trade up, D for trade down, N for do nothing and stay where you guys are. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section right now in terms of this one. People are saying, shout me out, Hammer 6 plays. What is up, my dude? How we doing? There's your shout out. Okay. Yeah, trade up. Really? You guys want to trade up? I don't think we can. It costs too much to trade up. It costs way too much. Trade down, yeah, I think trade down is a lot more sense.